this video, I am going to show you the collection types in C programming language. My name is Hanif and welcome to Art of Coding. C provides three primary collection types for storing collection of values. They are arrays, sets and dictionaries. Arrays are ordered collection of values of same type, whereas sets are unordered collection of unique values of same type. The dictionaries are unordered collection of key value associations. The sets, arrays, and dictionaries in Swift are always clear about the types of values and keys they can store. This means that you cannot insert a value of the wrong type into a collection by mistake, and you can be confident about the type of values you will retrieve from the collection. Let us check the arrays. An array stores values of the same type in an ordered list. The same value can appear in an array multiple times at different positions. Let us check what is the syntax of an array. Here the element is the type of values the array is allowed to store. The type element can be either int, string, either any type. Okay, there is also a shorthand type like these are the two ways of declare an array. Okay, let us check how we can create an empty array. You can create an empty array of certain type using initializer syntax. For example, array of int. So this is the initializer syntax with the shorthand form. Okay, you can also create an empty array with an empty array literal for an already typed variable or constant. In this case, we can use some strings later in the code as equal to this empty array literal. Okay. This is also possible to create an array with default values. Swift's array type also provides an initializer for creating an array of certain size with all of its values set to the same default value. For example, see this, we have an array of count 3 with the default value set to 0. Okay. You can also create an new array by adding together two existing arrays with compatible types with the addition operator. Equal to 3 doubles with using the addition operator plus another doubles. Okay, so I have created the new array with addition operator. The result will be an array with count 5. See, this first element is 3 doubles and second one is another 3 doubles. This take is clear, 3 doubles. Okay. You can also initialize an array with an array literal. What is an array literal? See this, we have used an array literal to initialize an array. Next, let us check how we can accessing and modifying an array. Okay, so first we are going to check how to find the number of items in an array. We can use the property .count. It will get the number of items in an array. Next is also possible to check the count property is 0. So normally we will check as if shopping list dot count is equal to 0. There is an easier way that is called dot is empty. In this way we can check whether the array is empty or not. Okay. Next, how we can add a new item at the end of an array. See, the flow get added at the end of an array. So append is the method to add new item at the end of an array. We can also possible to append an array of one or more compatible items. See, this is added to end of an array. This is a method of see, we can add one or more compatible items. Next, how we can retrieve an value from the array using subscript syntax. I am going to delete all of this. Okay, so we need to retrieve an value. We can use the for example, I am going to retrieve the first element. Is equal to shopping list or subset string as the index first element index will be 0. Got it? Print first item, that will be egg. If you want to get the last element, we can simply put it is also possible to change the value at given index using subscript syntax. See this, in this way we can possible to change the value at a given index using the subscript syntax. Okay. You can use subscript syntax to change a range of values in an array. So I need to replace the values A and B with some values. For that we can use say this first two element can replace the given element. So for example, I am going to replace all the array. So 0 to 3. The 4 elements will get replaced with the given array, only AB. Okay. And another one, to insert an item into the array at a specified index, we can use the array's insert method. See this, E get appended to the specified position. And if I try with appending an element, insert an element at first position, what will be the result? See, the element get inserted at the first position and all other elements are shifted to its end. Okay, this is the method of inserting. Okay, next let's just check how we can remove an element at a position. Array dot remove at 0. the first element get removed from the array. See this, the array is BCD. So if I want to get the last element in an array, we can use the remove last method that will return the element that was removed. This last element get removed and the array will be removed element. Okay, so there are a lot of methods in array. You can check the distance, end index, you can play with it. Okay, so next I am going to check how we can iterating over an array. You can use the for and loop to iterate over an array. This way we can iterate over each element in an array in an order. So if you want the element, in this case we got the element, right? So if you want the index and element, in this case we will get the index and element on the array. See this, A at 0 and D at 3. Okay, this is the enumerated method. Next we are going to check what is an set. A set stores distinct values, okay, distinct values of same type in a collection with no defined order. What was an array? Array was the ordered collection of values of same type. Their set is unordered, okay, unordered and unique and same type. So a set stores distinct values of the same type in a collection with no defined order. You can use a set instead of an array when the order of item is not important or when you need to ensure that an item only appears once. Okay, how we can declare an set? The syntax of a set is set of element, the same as array. What was an array? Array of right. So the set is set of array, where the element is the type that the set is allowed to store. For example, set of int, string, etc. So I am going to create an empty set. For example, this is how we can initialize an empty set. Alternatively, if the context already provides type information such as a function argument or an already typed variable or constant, you can create an empty set with an empty array literal. For example, see, first set is with element A and second prints the letters after it is assigned with an array, empty array literal. So in order to check the unordered set behavior, C, A, B. There is no specific order, right? First we have inserted A, then B, then C. When I printed that set, we got C, A, B. Next, once more execute that. See this, the order get changed. So there is no specific order in set. Okay, let us check how we can create an set with an array literal. See this is how we can initialize and set with array literal. Here we can remove this. Shift will use the type inference for getting the type of this set. See this, we get the same result. Next we are going to check what are the methods for accessing and modifying a set. First of all, we are going to check how we can get the number of items in an array. Same like array, we can have the method dot count property. So we can have the property count. Okay, dot count. Also we have the dot empty property to check whether the count property is equal to or 0. Dot is empty is false. Okay, and like we see, there is a method insert dot insert is no member C. This is the method of how we can insert an element in a set. There is also a method for remove dot remove. We can remove using the index property or the member property. We are going to check with member property that will return an optional value of string. Okay, we can check that. We are going to remove B, so that is returning an optional value. So we use optional binding to check the value is exist or not. Removed value is equal to set, then print removed value is not value, else print not found. So see this, we got the removed value is B, so I'm going to remove some other value. Okay, in this way we can safely execute the remove method. If you want to remove all the elements in a set, there is a method set dot remove all. Remove all. This is a method of removing all the elements in a set. There is also a method to check whether a set contains a particular item, that is dot contains. Set dot contains a member and it will return a boolean value. So we can check contains a value A. We'll put inside an if condition. Print see this, you check for contain a value member in a set. Next we are going to see how we can iterate over an set. Same like an array, we can iterate the set using a for loop. See this is not in an order. To iterate over the values of a set in a specific order, we can use the sorted method, which returns the set's elements as an array sorted using the less than operator. So in this case, I am going to sort using dot sorted. It will print A to E in an order. See this. This is all about sets. two operations are there: fundamental set operations and set membership and equality. Intersection. Okay. Use the intersection method to create a new set with only the values common in both sides. Look at this. Picture. You see there are two sets A and B. The intersection method, the shown as the green color, there is a set with only the values common on both sides. That is the intersection. So odd digits and prime numbers, the common elements, they are 3, 5 and 7. This is blue. Okay, this is about the intersection. Next, the difference. Symmetric difference. See this. This means the method to create a new set with values on either set, shown in green, either set, but not both. Okay, let us take on example. Is 1, 2 and 9. We are checked with odd digits and prime numbers. The new set with values on either set but not both. So they have excluded that intersection. So in this both set 1, 3, 5 and 7, 9 and 2, 3, 5, 7, that excluded that common values, and we got 1, 2 and 9. That is a symmetric difference. Next we are going to check union. The union method is to create no set with all of the values in both sets. This will print all the values in odd digits and even digits. See this 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The last one is what is this? Subtracting. Use the subtracting method to create new set with values not in the specified set. So A subtracting B means that will create a new set with elements in A. One and 9. Next we are going to check the set operation, set membership and equality. There are three methods. One is subset, another one is superset, and last one is the disjoint. Let us check what are they. It's true, right? The set to have values 1, 2, that's subset of the set 1. Let us check. Is set 2 is a subset of 3. It will return false, right? There is no connection between the set 2 and set 3. Next one is the superset. Actually, it's a reverse of the subset. Set 1 is the superset of set 2. True. Next is disjoint. Set disjoint is for checking whether the two sets are entirely different. For example, set 2 and set 3. True. So if the sets 1 and 2 are disjoint, not right. They have common values. It will be false. Okay, this is all about the set membership and equality, subset, superset and disjoint. Okay, this is all about the sets. Next is the dictionaries. Dictionaries are unordered collection of key value associations. A dictionary stores association between keys of the same type and values of the same type in a collection with no defined ordering. Each value is associated with a unique key, which acts as an identifier for that value within the dictionary. Unlike items in an array, items in a dictionary do not have a specified order. You use a dictionary when you need to look up values based on their identifier. How we can define an dictionary? The syntax is like this: dictionary of your key value. Here the key is the type of value that can be used as an dictionary key, and value is the type of the value that the dictionary stores for those keys. The shorthand form is, we can eliminate the dictionary, then just use key and value types. Okay, let us check the real example. We are going to create an empty dictionary. You can use an empty dictionary. You can create an empty dictionary of certain type using the initializer syntax. For example, var is equal to int and having the value type of string. So here int is the type of the key and the string is the type of the value. Okay, in this example, creates an empty dictionary of type in string to store a human readable names of integer values. Its key are of type int and its values are of type string. If the context already provides the type information, you can create an empty dictionary with an empty dictionary literal. So the format of empty dictionary literal is just a colon. This is the format of empty string literal. This is a way of creating an empty dictionary. So you can also initialize a dictionary with an dictionary literal. You can check the value in dictionary here, number of integers. See, this is a dictionary with keys and values. You can access and modify a dictionary through its methods and properties or using the subscript syntax. Like like in array or in sets, to find the number of items, there is an count property. The value will be 2, and also is empty to check the count is 0 or not. Okay, then we want to add a new item to a dictionary with a specific with subscript syntax. So I'm going to add a new item, this corresponding dictionary number of items. It's a third 3 key is equal to, it will add a new entry in the dictionary as 3. Okay, to change the value associated with a particular key, then we can just say the value is changed to this new value. There is a method update value. That method returns an optional value of the dictionary's value type. For example, number of integers dot update value. See, this updates the value stored in a dictionary for a given key or adds a new key value pair if the key does not exist. Update value, I am going to put the new value 3 for key 3. So I am going to update the value in position 3. There is no value. Let us check what it will return. I think it will add new item. Got it. The new item was added into the dictionary. There is a value. It will update that. So we have an dictionary with 3 elements. The third element was the th, and I am going to update that value for that key 3 into a new value 3. See this, it was updated. This is the update value method. So next I am going to retrieve a value from the dictionary for a particular key. You can use the subscript syntax. The value is 2. So this is the method of getting the value on a particular key using the subscript syntax. You can use subscript syntax to remove a key value pair from a dictionary by assigning a value of nil for that key. For example, I am going to delete that value 2 from the dictionary. Number of integers of 2 is equal to, just put nil. There will be only one key value pair in the dictionary. There is also a method is there, remove value. See this, they are using this remove value method. We have removed the value 2. Let's check if value 5 is available or not. See, this is the safest way of removing an value from dictionary. Next, we are going to check how we can iterate over the dictionary. Same way as in array and sets, we can use the for in loop to iterate over the key value pairs in the dictionary. We got the keys and values from an dictionary. You can also retrieve an iterable collection of a dictionary's keys or values by accessing its keys and values properties. So if you need only the key or values, we can for in number of integers dot, there is a property keys. Okay. We only get the keys. If I want the values, we can only get the values. Okay. And if you want the dictionary's keys or values as an array, here we get the single values. If you want array, there is some properties there. Select ins is equal to number of integers dot keys. we converted that into an integer array. See this, we got the keys in an array. So in some situations we might need this. If we want the values, same way we can get the values. Let's dot values. Here the value type is string. So we the string. Okay, so this is all about the collection types.